Hello, my name is Jonas Jüdicke, and this is my first YouTube voiceover tutorial. Today I want to show you how I did this drawing. It's a graphite drawing on A4 paper size, and its name is Elephant Soul. It's part of my series Souls of Nature, which I started last year, and the series consists of animals that I added a magical touch to. First off, I want to talk a little bit about the materials or the supplies I used for drawing this picture. First off, I used a 2B Faber-Castell pencil, which I used for the basic sketching and shadows. Then I used a 4B Aquarelle Gioconda, which I used for the very dark shadows in my drawing. And then I used a squeezable eraser by Faber-Castell. And it's very good because you can squeeze it into any shape, and so you can erase even really small details. And then the last one is a graphite technical pen by Kuro Toga, which I use for very sharp and fine details. Before I start with my drawing, I usually do a very small thumbnail drawing, which is not very detailed and very rough. It just serves as a guideline, so that I have the basic idea of the drawing in front of me. Let's get started. So in the first step, I just do the basic shapes of my drawing. And I used a reference image I found on Google just to get the pose and the anatomy right of my elephant. I tried to break it down into geometrical shapes at first, like triangles, squares, and circles. And then I do the very loose and very rough sketching above it. In this step, it's most important to just get the composition right and not to put too much detail already. I would recommend you to use one of the lighter pencils for sketching because you don't want to have it too dark already, because that comes later. Okay, let's move on to rendering the artwork. In this step, I basically just go over my sketch and try to render it by adding shadows, textures, and many details. At first, I define where my light is coming from. In this artwork, the light is coming from the left upper corner, kind of, and it is very important to keep that in mind because it will affect how shadows are being cast and which areas of the elephant are being enlightened by the light. I basically use the 2B pencil for almost all my rendering. I just use the 4B pencil for some really dark parts where I want to have a lot of shadows. And then I use the technical pencil for some really sharp details, like the little folds and little scratches on the skin of the elephant. Remember to keep your pencils sharp at any time. That is very important, because if the pencil is not sharp enough, the shading will just look a bit smudgy and kind of weird in my opinion. As you can see, I try to build up the shadows in layers. Maybe it's because I'm usually a digital artist, but I think it works very well for pencil drawings as well. I just add a first very soft layer of shadows, and then I would go over the same part again and again, just adding more shadows and more details and textures. The series, the Souls of Nature series that this drawing belongs to, actually started out of a art block, which is quite interesting. So it was last year, I think around summer, that I just had no ideas anymore what to draw, and I was kind of stuck. I was feeling like everything I produced just didn't really match up with what I imagined in my mind, and I don't know, I was just like really down and didn't really know what to draw anymore. At that time I stumbled upon some really cool photographies of animals that I really liked, and then that idea came to my mind that I could just take some random animals and just add fantastic or magical features to them. So some of the things that I add to my animals are things like antlers. I really love antlers. Several kinds of horns, crystals, stones, gems, markings, then these weird kind of eyelashes that you see in some of my drawings. I think all those things really add some kind of surreal feel to the artwork, to the animal, and I really like that. Okay, well, I guess we're almost done. In the last part, I just kind of go over certain areas that I think need some more refining and some more details. But actually, I think the drawing looks pretty good like that, and yep, that's it. I really hope that you liked this video. If you do, then I would be very happy if you gave me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. This drawing is available on my Etsy shop, which you will find in the description below. So if you're interested in purchasing the original drawing, you can visit that link. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.